years to provide the needs of others. It seems that life only begins at this momentous event in our life, our graduation. But it does not make sense if you only look forward now. We have to look back. We've heard plenty of stories as we grew older. We will all reminisce how the characters emerged throughout the story. And then suddenly, a mystical force will make their dream come true. There goes the fishing star, the fairy godmother, the genie, and etc. Now, let us retrospect on our own once upon a time. Our own beginnings, our own story, and our own journey. Let us ask ourselves, who is our mystical force in our own story? They say that showing gratitude is one of the simplest, yet most powerful things human can do for each other. So, let us express our gratitude to our story's mystical force. May I request you, my fellow being paid, of my regrets of the past. I managed my time. I reflected what are my priorities. Thus, I was able to be a consistent dean's lister. Even entered key positions in some groups. 10 groups were grouped to name one. I spent some of my Christmas and summer vacations in the essay department store. It is part of the scholarship grant in which scholars can have their part-time jobs to earn for their stipend, aside from the monthly allowances given to us. However, I didn't deprive myself of other aspects in life. I had my social life. I ventured into sports and even computer games. I had dumb stories, and I went to hangouts. Then, my story continued as I stand here before you. It adds more constantly related events to fill in my own body. I may not be in the peak of my life, but I'm sure I am headed towards a certain resolution. Consequently, a story deserves to be used as what the author intended to. So, I share with you my lessons learned from my own journey. It is become your benchmark in journeying in your own stories. First off, do not be condemned of being stuck in the past. Buddha once said, no matter how hard the past, we can always begin again today. We are not just our past, we are part of it. It's totally up for us whether to make it a dock to port at or a runway to launch at. Secondly, dream big things. Focus on it. Work hard. Dreaming is the only free thing nowadays. It's like looking at the star with someone else and saying that it is yours. Thirdly, let us not see life as a race towards the finish line. It is about journeying our own life and having a great time while we are at it. Let us forget about competition. Or trust ourselves. Let us not be caught with the stereotype and nuances around us. Be the very best that we can. Be the best at all times. It is all being we can be. It is being all we can be. We need not to look sideways to what other people are capable of doing. Just take pride of your own efforts and discover the extent of our own abilities. Fifth, live up with the right values and principles in life. It seems like we are a king inside the pressure cooker. We can be the bit that softens as the cooker heats up. It's like giving up your own gifts and being eaten by a spoiled system. Or we can be the stock or the water that no matter how big or how hot the cooker is, we'll just